What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett. And so here we have the deluxe Boba Fett pose and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Boba Fett does come with his helmet, which looks really nice. I do like the detailing and the coloration on it. He also does come with his carbine rifle, which does fit in his right hand really nicely. Then he does come with his Mark I flare blaster, which does fit in his right hand as well. And then if you don't want him holding it, it does fit in his side holster. His final accessory is his jetpack, which does peg onto his back. And if you wanted the missile launched, you can have it like he just launched it, which is a really nice little feature. Other than that, Boba Fett doesn't come with anything else. So I would have liked to see a flamethrower on this figure or just something more. But with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at Boba Fett. And so here we have a closer look at Boba Fett, and I really do like the way this figure came out. They did a fantastic job here on Boba Fett, and I do have him with the helmet on right now. We will take it off in a little bit. I just want to talk about the helmet's detail. It is superb. I love the jungle green that they went with. It's such a nice color, and then we do have that classic Boba Fett green right here in the back, and then we do have his kill count right there, which looks really good. I do like it. Very fantastic design for Boba Fett. I do like the gold right here on his helmet, and the rangefinder on the helmet does drop down as well, so if you want that, you can. It's a very solid figure. I really do like it, and like I said, the helmet is removable, and once you remove it, it does have a very good likeness to Temuera Morrison. They did a very good job with it, although I'm not going to say they did the scarring perfectly well. If anything, they could have done it a little bit better throughout his head rather than just here in the front. For being a deluxe figure, you'd think that they would have done more with the paint because he's supposed to be acid burned, and it really doesn't look that way, but it's still a very solid sculpt. I just kind of wish that they painted it a little bit more. I guess they assumed we'd be having him with the helmet on, so yeah, unfortunately that is the way it is. So having a look at the rest of his outfit, this is his outfit from the Mandalorian Season 2 and the prologue to the Book of Boba Fett. So it's not the Book of Boba Fett look, it's Mandalorian Season 2 and the prologue to Book of Boba Fett look when he enters the throne room. Really do like the armor right here. The painted armor looks really nice. We do have his insignia right here. The armor going onto the back looking really good. I do like the fact that they painted the red LEDs right here. That's a really nice little detail, and then you can see the marking right here, which didn't go painted, and then we do have some scuffs right here. It still looks really solid, and you can see it is on his tunic. I don't want to say it's a shirt, but it's like a tunic that he's wearing. The elbow or the shoulder pads no longer connected to the tunic. They're more going underneath this tunic right here, and that looks really cool. I do like these hoses running up to what I would assume would be the jetpack as well. As you can see, they come down. Really nice detailing here onto his glove, where we do see some armor bits right there. And I do like the coloration on his glove as well. We have his rocket launcher or dart launcher right here, as well as the blaster that we saw him just jab a stormtrooper with and launch him away. Really do like it. And if you have the deluxe Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, you can attach the flamethrower right here and it works perfectly fine. I really do like that. As well as the flamethrower, if you have the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, the thruster effects do fit here as well because it is the same jetpack sculpt, just done in that same jungle green that he'd had, which is kind of a throwback to Empire Strikes Back, where Return of the Jedi had them blue and red jetpack. This kind of goes back to the Empire Strike Back when he had it the same color as his armor. So really liking the look for Boba Fett. I think it's a really nice look on his belt here. You can see he kind of keeps the Tusken garb where it goes around it with like a rope, and then he does have a new belt piece right here with a gold buckle. We do have some nice pouches right here on the side, and then you can see his flare pistol right here, which looks really nice. I do like the fact that it can be holstered or taken out. Right here we do have his sash, which comes down to one side, and then on the back right there, which is perfectly fine. I do like that look. He does have some exceptionally baggy pants. Now, I do have an issue with how they designed his outfit here. Now, when we had a look at Ahsoka, they actually had a covering that went over the thigh, so it kept the sculpt, and rotating it didn't break up the sculpt too bad. Here they just gave us thigh cuts, which they could have done so much better. I would have liked to see that same engineering from Ahsoka done here on Boba Fett, where we had like the sculpt going up and over, so it just hit that a little bit better. Yeah, unfortunately Boba Fett did not get the same love that Ahsoka did, which is a little bit sad because I think Boba Fett is a better character. But anyway, moving on to the rest of his outfit, like I said, his pants are very baggy, and you can see right here he does have his knee pads just slightly underneath the bagginess of his outfit. Now, you can bend his knee and get that exposed, but they didn't paint the dart launches on his knee pad, which I think that's a shame. They should have painted it. For a $30 figure, I would like to see that painted. It's painted on the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Don't know why they didn't paint it on this one. But yeah, going on to his boots, he does have the blue coverings going over his boots, which they still look like his old boots, just without the spike right here. So yeah, same basic principle in the design, just a little bit tweaked and modified. So overall, Boba Fett here is a pretty nice looking figure. I do like it, although my preferred look is probably going to keep the helmet on, because when he was in The Mandalorian, he pretty much kept the helmet on all the time. I think this is going to be my preferred Mandalorian Boba Fett look until they release the Book of Boba Fett. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Boba Fett compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Boba Fett posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Boba Fett posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Boba Fett posed next to a Lightning Collection White Range and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for a final comparison, here we do have the Throne Room Boba Fett posed next to the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to Boba Fett's articulation. Now let's take his helmet off just so we can go over it. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up. He would look down a little bit better, but his scarf right here does prevent him from looking down all the way. But we do get some pretty good head tilt, as well as side-to-side rotation. Then we do get a ball joint here in the neck, which does let him look up a little bit better, and he can look down a little bit better with that joint, and that does allow for some better head tilt, so really good range of movement there. He does have a butterfly joint, which does move forward and back, but it's kind of minuscule and really not that impressive. Arms do go out only to about right there. They don't go out all the way horizontal, which is a little bit unfortunate. Going all the way around, no problem, because his tunic and armor are a soft rubbery piece. Then he doesn't have any bicep swivel, but he does have a swivel here at the elbow, which you can see he goes a little past 90 degrees, and we do get rotation there. We have rotation here at the gauntlet. Then we do have a hinge and swivel at the wrist, working no problem. He does have a ball joint here at the waist, which does let him crunch forward to about right there. Arches back, side to side, as well as rotate, so that's pretty good there. Legs do kick forward only to about right there, which is a little bit of a shame. They do kick back to about right there. Out to the side, that's respectable. I kind of like that. We do have rotation here at the thigh. We have a single bend at the knee, and as you can see, it does go all the way past 90. And we do have that covering, which I kind of wish that they did that with his thigh as well, but they didn't. And he also does have rotation here at the knee. Then we do have rotation here at the boot, which is something we don't normally see with Star Wars figures. And then we do have a hinge in the ankle going back and forward. And then finally we do have some forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, Boba Fett here has some pretty good articulation. I do like the way the figure came out, putting his helmet back on really fast. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Boba Fett posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Star Wars Black Series Deluxe Boba Fett pose for my final thoughts, and overall absolutely love the way Boba Fett came out. They did a really good job with this figure. Now, I'm not a fan of the way Hasbro's been doing these figures. I don't see Boba Fett here as a $30 figure. Yes, the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett was a $30 figure, but he did come with more accessories. The fact that he came with a flamethrower, his cut in half E11 or carbine rifle was a really nice accessory. The flamethrower and the attachments to the jet were also really good. This figure, despite having a lot of nice detail, isn't a figure I would say deserves the $30 price tag. If anything, this is just Hasbro squeezing more money out of collectors, which I'm really upset about. Now, I was able to find this Boba Fett at my local Walmart, and somehow he only rung up $10. I don't know if it was a problem with their machine or they just didn't list him properly, but $10 for this Boba Fett, absolutely. I really do recommend, if you get a glitch like that or get him on sale, definitely do so, because this Boba Fett is very nice. I just don't see $30 on this figure. Now, he does come with a lot of nice accessories, but they're not $30 worth of accessories, and that's pretty much where it's a tough pill to swallow. If you're a fan of Boba Fett's look from The Mandalorian and at the prologue of the Book of Boba Fett, you're gonna want to pick this figure up. Now, if you're not a fan of either one of those and you prefer the classic Boba Fett, I can see why some people would pass on this figure, but if you're a fan of what they're doing now, this is one figure I say definitely add him to your collection. It's even better if you pick him up on a sale. I think that's probably going to be the best thing, because this figure, even though he is very impressive, Hasbro is charging way too much for him. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other Star Wars Black Series videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.